Hello everybody, welcome inside Louisville High School, home of the Division II Northeast 5 District Championship tonight between Canfield and Cleveland Glenville. Both these teams come in with a record of 21-4. Glenville is the 8 seed, Canfield the 5. Glenville was able to get a win over Akron Buchtel in the district semifinal by a final score of 65 to 58. Canfield got the win here on Thursday in the district semifinal. That was over Canal Fulton Northwest, 66 to 47. The regional in this Division II and Region 5, it is set other than this game. Ursuline won earlier today. They're in the region. They'll be in the top half of the bracket. They will play Villa Anna St. Joe's on Thursday at the Canton Memorial Fieldhouse. And West Branch fell to Warrensville Heights earlier today. That is who is awaiting this game. So 3 out of 4 teams locked their tickets to the regional semifinals on Thursday, and these 2 teams fighting to be the last. Canfield got to this district championship last year and fell to Cheney. They're looking to avenge that and get a good win this year. The lineups have been introduced, the anthem has been sung, and we're just about ready for tip. We are underway here in the district championship in Division II, Canfield and Glenville. Winner goes to Canton and will match up with Warrensville Heights on Thursday. Canfield starts with a drive down the middle, left side of the lane, and there's going to be a whistle and stop play. And that ball will stay with the Cardinals. They'll inbound it from the baseline. And that's going to be a turnover on the inbound. Glenville comes the other way. Three from the wing, up and good. And that's the first points of the game. Arvell Nelson is the Glenville player that hit that three. Canfield fell behind 5-0 early to Northwest. Ben Weaver gets inside, gets the bucket, and then kicks it out for the three. And the 2 teams trade back-to-back trays. And that is a bucket off the drive from Demarion Witten. So Glenville has scored on their first 2 possessions, and they're up 5-3. With Canfield pushing tempo. Gonna have our first foul of the game. It's called on Glenville. Give it to Demetrius Rivers. And shooting for Canfield is gonna be Tony Russo, who had a double-double in the semifinals. 15 points, 15 rebounds. Also had 7 assists in that game. Misses the first free throw here. Russo misses both free throws. And on the other end, he'll get a foul called on him. Russo is a 69% free throw shooter. Avril Nelson shooting the free throws for Glenville. And he misses the first. Nelson averages 7 points per game, misses that one. So both teams trade empty possessions at the free throw line. I'm sorry, Nelson averages 11, not 7. 11 points per game. One of only 2 players for Glenville that averages double figures, as the leading scorer is Rule Tomlinson, averaging 12 points per game. And a layup there from Tomlinson on cue, as he gets the bucket to make Glenville's lead 7-3. Foul's going to be called on Glenville. It's Tomlinson that picks it up. Team second, Dom Cruz at the free throw line for a pair. Cruz on the year is a 63% free throw shooter. Hits his first. Cruz leading scorer for Canfield, averaging over 15 points per game, 15.3. To be precise, he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and Canfield back down by 2, 7-5. All the way to the lane. Weaver is there with the rejection. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Glenville. Another big defensive play for Canfield. It keeps the ball here. Glenville Tar Blubbers out of the Cleveland area. Inbounded on the sideline. Drive inside, and that is no good either. It wasn't blocked by Weaver, but it was definitely contested by him. Quick turnover, and a dunk at Slam City for Raul Tomlinson. 9-5, Dolly Parton special on the scoreboard. What a way to make a living here on YSN. Canfield gets an open 3 from the corner. It's no good. Glenville coming the other way. Drive in, oh, what a feed. But it's going to be an offensive foul called on Glenville. So the nice play erased. Dominic Scott going to be charged with the charge. So wave off the basket, 9-5 still, as Canfield will get the ball back. That is the first on him and the third on Glenville. A lot of traffic inside. Somehow that ball squirts free. Layup no good. Now there's a whistle to stop play. Could barely hear it because this place is loud and loud. It's going to be a foul on Glenville. If Foul's called on Rivers, his second, team fourth. And China going to the free throw line. Landon China for Canfield coming off the bench. First free throw is no good. Neither team has hit a free throw yet. Canfield 0 for 3, Glenville 0 for 2. This free throw could make it a one-possession game from China. And it's off the mark. The Tar Blooders get the rebound. Need to Google during the break what a Tar Blooder is so I have a good grasp on what I'm saying. Corner three, up and it's money. That is Dominic Scott. (12-5) Glenville. 3:25 to go in the first quarter as China makes up for that empty free throw trip with a bucket there to make it 12-7. Tomlinson swings it back out to the wing. Drive into the lane, mid-range jumper up, but before that, there's a whistle and a foul off the ball. We'll erase that bucket. Foul called on Bryce Roberts. So Glenville inbounds it from the baseline. Drive in, nice feet inside, and the up and under layup good for Demarion Wilton. 14-7, Glenville on top. First time out of the day called by Canfield, 2:51 left in the first quarter. Welcome back to Louisville. Canfield out of their timeout, down by a touchdown. 14-7. Touchdown, extra point, if we're going to be technical. Canfield almost loses it there. Regathers up top. There's a whistle off the ball, and it's going to be, I believe, a turnover. Offensive foul called on Canfield. It's going to be on Landon China. He is first. Team third. So Glenville coming back down with a 7-point lead and the ball. 2:05 to go in the first quarter. Winner goes on to play Warrensville Heights. There's a steal for Canfield, but they can't get anything going in the fast break as they turn it right back over. Oh, over the back violation called, I believe, on Tomlinson. He's going to be picked up with the personal. That is the fifth, so it should be a shooting foul. Because it wasn't a charge, so it should be shots. It will be. So Canfield will go to the free throw line. And China will go back there. Already 0 for 2 on the day for him. China's first free throw on the way, and it's good. .148 to go in the first quarter. China trying to make it a 5-point game with a free throw here. And he does. 2 for 2 at the line goes Landon China. He's got 4 points. And Canfield trails 14-9. Glenville has been able to do whatever they want off the dribble so far, taking their man to the rim. See if that trend continues here for Canfield. That's a tough look from the high post. It won't go, and Canfield gets the rebound. Here comes the steal. Fast break for the Tarblooders. Corner, and they turn it right back over. Traveling violation on that shot fake and drive. So Canfield dodges a bullet there. Gets the ball back. Glenville will set up a press. So far they are sticking to Shapiro, who's one of the best point guards in the YSN family. And that shot down low is blocked by Glenville, and it goes to Landon Dukes with the block. Inside shot from the inbound won't go. Offensive rebound, that shot won't go either, and Glenville comes out with it. Couple of opportunities for Canfield missed. We're under 40 seconds to go in the first quarter now. Three put up, and it's left short. Rims in though. Oh, that is some kind iron for Dominic Scott. 17-9. On the other end, China with the answer. China's having a good start. 6 points in the quarter. A whistle with 8.2 seconds left. Foul called on Canfield. Delicio picks it up. So 8.2 seconds left for the Tarblooders in the first quarter. And that is going to be a walk. Travel violation gives it back to Canfield. They'll have 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Dom Cruz is going to be your inbounder, I think. And let's see where they make him inbound it. Right to the right of the scores table, so almost half court. It's deep enough in that you could probably get a nice pass off into the three-point line. They get to Weaver inside. Shot off in time, and it goes. Are they going to count it? They did. They counted it. Delicio with the bucket at the buzzer. And Canfield's in a trail by 4 after 1 quarter of play. As Glenville, the 8th seed, leads Canfield 17-13. Glenville will have the ball to start. Drive inside, draws some contact, and the foul. It's going to be charged to Sam Castronova. And shooting for Glenville is going to be Theodore Castro. Castro's first is no good. Castro averages 9.1 points per game. That's pretty good coming off the bench. And he goes 1 of 2 to make it 18-13. A lot of balance on this Glenville team. They have 2 players in double figures, but then 3 players with at least 7 points per game. Canfield trying to go 2 for 1. Drive inside, bucket good. Dom Cruz off the dribble. the leading scorer for Canfield, gets on the board. His first points of the game. Make it 18-15. He averages 15 per. Glenville with an offensive rebound, and that's going to be a bucket in for Rivers. Puts the Tarblooders back up by 5, but not for long, because Sam Castronova answers quickly. And it's a back and forth tug of war in the second quarter so far. 20-17, Glenville on top. It was Dominic Scott with the last bucket for Glenville. I apologize on that. Oh, nice drive, take to the lane, and it is a bucket for Castro. (22-17). So far, that first step off the dribble giving Canfield a lot of problems. They are not clogging the driving lanes enough against this Glenville team. Traveling violation gives it back to Glenville with a chance to extend their lead. Get a good shot at Castro there right in front of our camera. See, averages 9 points per game off the bench. And he'll pull up a 3 here and miss it. Weaver with a tough rebound. Canfield coming the other way in transition. Mid-range jumper, good for Shapiro. Drew Shapiro, a point guard that known for his assists more than his scoring, but he is able to hit those mid-range jump shots. And the follow is there for the Nelson out of Glenville. (24-19), Glenville up by 5, and a ball handling error will give it back to them. 5:23 left in the second quarter. And there's a steal from Canfield. They force a turnover. Coming the other way. Drive inside. Oh, what a take. Tom Cruz. Right to the hoop. (24-21), Canfield back within 3. Three up, no good. Offensive rebound by Tomlinson. Put back, no good. Canfield gets it. They can tie on this trip down the floor. Dom Cruz, their best three-point shooter, has done it off the dribble so far instead of from the perimeter. Shot up, rims out, no good, but there's going to be a whistle and I believe a foul called on the Tarblooders. Rule Tomlinson picks up his 3rd personal. That's big. That's Glenville's leading scorer with 3 fouls with 4:15 to go in the second quarter. He averages 12 points per game. 3 in the corner, up and no good. Rebound down to Glenville. And Dom Cruz with the steal, pushing it in transition. Here comes Canfield. And good transition defense by Glenville. Ball out of bounds off the Cardinals as they beat Canfield down the floor. So Glenville brings it down the floor. Tell you what, about 10 minutes before the game, we looked over and said, oh, Glenville doesn't have that big of a crowd, but they filled in very quick. And look at the crowd back there for the Tarblooders. They've traveled well from Cleveland. See their sea of red behind the Canfield bench. That is Glenville's fan section. Canfield's over here on our side. Mid-range jumper won't go. And the rebound down to Canfield, still a 3-point game. Shapiro gets some room off the dribble. And there's a body on the floor as I think Glenville went through a screen a little bit too aggressively. Gonna get a foul on Amir Lassiers. His first personal. Well, the scoreboard gives that to Arvell Nelson. Foul is indeed on Nelson. His first. Three up, and it's buried! Drew Shapiro ties the game. The point guard for Canfield steps up big. That's blocked by Weaver. Ball loose, it's out of bounds to the Cardinals. Good effort by Demarion Witten trying to get that ball. He went about 5 steps into the crowd to try to get it, but Canfield basketball looking to take their first lead of the day. Glenville has led the entire way so far. 2:15 to go in the half. Canfield gets it inside, now back out. Shot up, and it's good! Delisio with a 3. Canfield leads for the first time tonight. 27-24. Glenville trying to answer now, slowing things down. 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound. Oh, Castronova with a nice save, but it's right to Glenville. So the Tarblooders have the ball. 3 in the corner up, no good. And a foul called. It's going to go against Glenville, I think. Foul on the rebound. Witten picks it up. His first, team third. Canfield right now with a bunch of momentum. Back-to-back threes, one from Shapiro and one from Delisio. Neither one appearing in the top scorers of Canfield's roster. Shapiro known for his ability to get other people to score. Drive inside, shot up off the glass. No good. Rebound, putback won't go, and then Glenville pulls it down. .35 seconds left in the half. Glenville holding on to it. Maybe trying to get the last shot. Canfield looks more than happy to let them have it. 10 seconds. 3 up, no good. Rebound down to Canfield. They have an opportunity. Going down the floor. It's blocked. And that will be the buzzer. So Canfield will settle for their 3-point lead. Going into the break, their first lead of the day. Glenville leads most of the way, but it's Canfield that takes the advantage into the locker room. 27-24 as we head into a 10-minute intermission. We'll be back with the third quarter next on YSN. 27-24 as we start the third quarter. It'll be Canfield basketball to start things out. And they'll get inside to Weaver, and the bucket up and good. Ben Weaver starts off the second half with a bang. Canfield up by 5. On the other end, a Canfield foul called. They're going to get on Sam Castronova, his second. And shooting for the Tar Blooders is Rivers, Demetrius Rivers. Rivers' first free throw is up and no good. For those of you wondering what a tar blooder is, a tar blooder is the worker that smears hot tar over railroad ties. And Glenville is known for its tar company, and the people that work there were often nicknamed tar blooders. So that is why Glenville proudly represents themselves as a tar blooder. Oh, that's a tough shot for Weaver off the back glass, no good. Rivers went 1 for 2 at the free throw line. That's a pull-up jumper, no good, and the rebound down the Canfield. Doing a much better job rebounding here in the second quarter and so far in the second half, although that's turned over in transition. Tar Blooders have not shot well from 3 so far today. That is a foul. And the bucket. Chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. Foul is called on Tony Russo, and leading scorer for the Tar Blooders, Raul Tomlinson, at the free throw line. And he completes the three-point play. Tomlinson averages 12 points per game. He does have 3 personal fouls as of now, though, in this third quarter. Right when he had to check out was when Glenville started to lose a little bit of control of this game, too. So he means a lot, not just for the scoring, but also the calm, cool, and collectedness on the offense. Ben Weaver finds some room and gets another bucket. 31-28 Canfield. That is blocked by Weaver, but they're also going to whistle him, I think, for the foul. So they're not going to give him a clean block. And that's Weaver's first. And Rivers will go back to the free throw line, where he's 1 for 2 in the quarter. He just was there a few minutes ago. First one for Rivers here is good. .56 to go in the third quarter. Anthony Hartwig with you. YSN proudly bringing you district championship from Louisville, part of Championship Saturday, where we've already seen Ursuline and Hoban win district championships. 3 on the offensive rebound, won't go, and Canfield brings down the missed shot. Dom Cruz almost gets that to go, and they call it an offensive foul. Goes down as a turnover for Canfield. It's the first foul on Cruz. Already the 4th foul on Canfield of the quarter. With more than 5.5 to go, Glenville's already in the bonus. That could become a big storyline. As Canfield gets another quick rebound and the defensive stop. Weaver drives, nothing there. Good defense from the Tar Blooders. Specifically, Demarion Witten with good defense. That's a foul off the drive on Glenville. Rivers picks up his 3rd. First team foul of the quarter. Canfield inbounding it from the baseline. Russo gets it back up top. Delicio on the top of the floor. Shapiro, who had a really good spurt in that second quarter. Delicio has room, drives right in and gets the bucket. (33-29). Canfield back up by 2 possessions. Pass trying to go inside. It's taken away. Canfield running the floor. Drive all the way in. Bucket good for Shapiro. 35-29 Canfield, their largest lead of the day. Glenville, step back jumper, that's good. Mid-range step back for Glenville goes in for Dominic Scott. And it makes it 35-31. Back in Louisville. Canfield up by 4, 35-31. They'll have the ball out of this timeout. Anthony Hartwig with you. .354 left in the third. Canfield basketball up by 4. And it looks like they'll have to deal with a press from Glenville. As the Tar Blooders starting to take some chances. Finding the momentum of this game slipping away. Castronova stops and kicks it back out. Shapiro looking for some room. He goes right off the dribble, kicks, and he's fouled going past. Shapiro has been beating his man off the dribble all night, and that's another instance. Drawing the foul on Scott, his second, team's second. Delicio kick to the corner, 3 up, and it rattles home. Landon China, big 3. (38-31) Canfield with the ball coming back down. All alone, layup missed. So China goes from glory, hitting a 3, to missing an opportunity point blank. But nothing harmed as Canfield gets another stop and a rebound. And they'll call a timeout. 2:51 to go in the third. Canfield leads 38-31. Back in Louisville out of a timeout. Canfield holding on to a 7-point lead. 2:51 to go in the third. All alone, no block from behind. Wow, good defense from the Tar Blooders. Now in transition, 3 up, no good. Glenville just hasn't been shooting well since about midway through the second quarter. They were up 24-21. They've scored 7 points since. Drive right through the middle, kick out to Weaver. Weaver drives down baseline and draws contact. They're going to get the blocking foul on Glenville and put Weaver at the free throw line. That foul is going to be on Nelson, his second, team fourth. And Weaver at the free throw line. Weaver hits his first. Second from Weaver is good as well. Canfield's lead stretches to 9, 40-31. 2:15 to go in the third. Inside, that shot won't go. The little tip back won't either. Neither will that. But it does draw a whistle. A couple of close rebounds from Glenville. Foul going to be charged to Weaver. That's his second. And going to the line for Glenville is Demarion Witten. Witten's first free throw is up and rims home. Second from Witten is no good, off the back rim. Rebound down to Canfield. Canfield bringing the ball down. Oh, wide open, hesitation, layup good. And it's Landon Shina again. He's having a huge game off the bench in this district championship. Canfield's lead balloons to double digits. 42-32, a quick foul called on Delicio. And it will be at the free throw line, Castro for Glenville. They're going to switch shooters. Richard Stanley at the line now. So he'll take the free throws, his first. No good. That last bucket for Landon Shina put him in double figures with 11 points. He averages 2.4 per game. Weaver blocked from behind, coming back the other way. Glenville in transition, pulls it up. And gets a bucket from their leading scorer, Rule Tomlinson. 42-34 now. That press finally gets a steal. 3 up though, won't go. They have not shot well from 3, Glenville. Misses another one. Canfield dodges a turnover. Castronova drives, nothing there. Double dribble. Glenville basketball down by 8. 48 seconds left in the third. They can cut it down to a 2-possession lead. So even though Canfield feels like they have control, Glenville is still very much alive, especially if they get a bucket here heading to the fourth quarter. 40 ticks left in the third. Glenville drive, kick to the corner, wide open three, up and no good. Their woes from the perimeter continue, but Tomlinson with a rebound and putback. 42-36. 13 seconds left for Canfield to respond. They've already hit one shot of the buzzer today. And they'll do another one as Tony Russo drills a three. .8 left in the third. On the inbound, Glenville turns it over, so Canfield with another shot. And that's taken away. He is no good. So after three, Canfield up by 9, 45-36. 8 minutes away from a trip to Canton on YSN. Glenville with the ball to start the frame. Drive in, and there's a whistle, contact, and it will be a foul on Shapiro. Foul called on the floor. That's Shapiro's second. And the team, no, actually, I'm sorry, it was a foul on 3 on Glenville, excuse me. That's Castro with his second. Castronova for 3, buried! Oh, modern day Castronova. How do you do it? 48-36, Canfield by 12. Three up, and that's buried by Castro. Good answer from Glenville. They're back down by 9, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor. Out of the timeout, Canfield leading by 9, 48-39. And they get a quick bucket, and it won't go. Glenville in transition. Drive, whistle, stops the play, and there's a foul. This time 3 on Canfield. Call on Shapiro, his first. Team first, and his 3 counterpart, Castro, going back to the free throw line. Castro's first, no good. Not a good shooting night either way you slice it from Glenville. From the free throw line, from the floor, doesn't matter. They have not shot particularly well, especially since the midway point of the second quarter. Castro goes 1 of 2. .40 now. Canfield's lead is 8. Sam Castronova gets some room, and that's blocked. But there for the rebound and putback is Delicio. Back to double digits, 50-40. A foul on Canfield, and a go and send Glenville back to the free throw line. Tony Russo picks up his 3rd personal, 2nd on the Cardinals in the corner. And shooting for Glenville is Richard Stanley. And Stanley misses his first. Canfield got to the district championship last year, lost to Cheney, trying to amend that. But here, they give up an offensive rebound. Corner three, buried. And Glenville needed that bad as Scott hits a corner three. And makes it 50-43. Blocking foul called on Glenville. They're going to get it to Scott. That's his third. Second on the Tar Blooders of the quarter. 5:57 to go in the game. Canfield up by 7. They'll inbound it from the sideline, get it out way up top. Shapiro drives and then kicks it back out. Delicio, nothing there. Now Delicio backs his defender up. Can't go anywhere off the dribble. Now he's trapped. Gets it back out. Drive inside, kick. Canfield being very patient. They're not going to take any unnecessary threes. And the foul being charged to Glenville. Scott picks up his fourth. There's a quick whistle, another foul on Glenville. This one is on Tomlinson, his fourth. 5:19 to go in the fourth. And Glenville going to take a timeout as back-to-back fouls on them. Put a couple of key players in some hot water. Canfield by 7 here in Louisville. Welcome back to Louisville High School. Anthony Hartwig with you. Canfield up by 7 here in the fourth quarter. District championship game in Division II, Northeast 5. I want to thank anyone that is tuning in, obviously, for your payment to get into this game and every district championship game on today. There's a steal. Glenville forces a turnover. And on the other end, a quick whistle, a foul going to be called on Delicio. It's Delicio's third, Canfield's third. Glenville inbounding it from the baseline, gets it into the corner. Pull up three, up, and it's too hard. Offensive rebound ripped away by Canfield. And then a foul called. Couple of whistles. They have to pull people apart. Foul on Glenville. Rivers picks up his fourth. That's 3 players now with 4 fouls. Ben Weaver will go to the free throw line. That was the 5th team foul on the Tar Blooders. Free throw for Weaver. No good. Winner to play Warrensville Heights on Thursday at the Canton Fieldhouse, 8 o'clock. Start time, that one left short. Glenville gets the rebound, so Weaver goes 0 of 2 at the line. Glenville with a chance to get within 2 possessions still. Castro trying to drive all the way through, draws some contact. Another foul on Delicio, that'll be his 4th, I believe. Yep, his 4th, team 4th. So now Glenville from the baseline, inbounding it. They getting inside. Castro inside, driving. Shot up no good. Rebound. Glenville gets it. Bucket foul. Big play for Glenville, and it comes from their big boy and Demarion Witten. Foul's going to be on Weaver, his third. And it can bring Glenville within 4 if he hits this free throw. Trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And you can't count out the Tarblooders yet as he completes the three-point play. And now Canfield up by only 4, 50-46. Glenville on a 6-0 run. Canfield's biggest lead of the second half was 12. There's a foul on Glenville. And that's on, if it's on Scott, it's his 5th. And it is on Scott. So Scott's going to foul out of this game. He has been crucial on defense. And sending the Cardinals to the free throw line. Shapiro will go to the charity stripe. Canfield needs a couple free throws here to relax everybody. Right now the Tarblooders have all the momentum. Shapiro. First free throw, good. Now he can't make it more than a 2-possession lead. But 2 threes tying it is a lot better than a 4-point lead. And the free throw is good. So Canfield up by 6. Just over 4 to go in the game. 52-46, Glenville basketball. Dominic Scott fouling out of this game. No more of his offensive threat. 3 in the corner, no good. And the rebound brought down by the Cardinals. Foul called on Glenville. It's going to be Rivers. He's going to have 5. He'll foul out of the game. Shooting for Canfield is Shapiro again. So 2 players for the Tarblooders out of this game with just under 4 to go. Shapiro misses the first free throw. He only needs 1 to make it a 3-possession lead. Shapiro takes a deep breath. Shot up, and it's good. 3-possession lead for Canfield, 53-46. Quick 3 for Glenville, no good. And Canfield gets the rebound. Pushing ahead, slowing it down though. No need to rush things. And another foul on the Tarblooders. Foul's going to be on Castro, his 3rd. And more free throws coming for Drew Shapiro. Shapiro, that last free throw put him in double figures with 10 points. And now he has 11. The point guard, Shapiro, averages 4.3 per. Well over that tonight with 12. 55-46. Canfield up by 9. Glenville needs some quick baskets. There's a drive and a whistle. Foul on Shapiro will put Glenville at the free throw line. That's the 5th team foul on Canfield. Fouls on Shapiro, his 2nd. Going to the line for Glenville is Arvell Nelson Jr. Nelson hits his first. Second for Nelson, rims out, no good. Canfield brings down the rebound. Has to fight it out of there, does though. And then a foul in transition. Foul's going to be on Castro. No, they're going to get Witten. They tee him up. I think they teed up Glenville. So they teed up Castro. So Canfield will get the normal foul shots from the foul and then the technical free throws, I believe. Shapiro hits 1 of 2. So now we'll have the technical free throws, and then Canfield will have the ball. Nope, they're not going to have 2 sets of free throws. I guess it was just a tee, not a personal and a tee. (56-47) Canfield. Looking to take a 4-possession lead. 3 minutes to go. And a whistle at half court. Canfield going to take a timeout. They were trapped, and they'll talk about it up by 9. Back in Louisville, and what's this? A whistle before the ball gets inbounds. Not sure what that was. And they didn't charge a foul to anybody. Oh, it was a jump ball. Gave the arrow to Canfield. Yeah, it's our first jump ball of the day. Canfield just playing keep away. No need to rush up a shot. Weaver down the baseline, back out. 2:20 to go. Eventually, Glenville's going to have to foul. And there it is. Foul's going to be charged to Nelson. His 3rd. We'll send Canfield to the free throw line, and it will be Tony Russo at the charity stripe. 1 free throw could make it a 4-possession lead. And there's 1. So Glenville needs 4 possessions in 2:04. Russo goes 2 for 2. 58-47 Canfield, 2:04 to go in the game. There's still a legitimate chance of an all-YSN regional final if Canfield's able to finish this off. Oh, look at this. Breakaway steal, bucket up and good. That might be the dagger in the coffin from Sam Castronova, 60-47. Now here's another steal. Canfield going the other way. There's a whistle, foul called on Richard Stanley. And now Canfield can feel it. The lead is 13. and they'll go to the free throw line. That is Stanley's first personal foul, and Russo goes back to the free throw line. .137 to go in the game. Bucket good, 61-47. That's good too. 62-47. Canfield up by 15, 1:37 to go in the game. The 5 seed Cardinals on their way, up and under layup, good. And that one is Nelson with the bucket. And a whistle and a foul called on Glenville. It'll send Russo back to the line as the foul charged to Stanley, his second. Russo's free throw, good. Second one good for Russo, 64-49, Glenville Bull. Three put up by Stanley, no good. And Canfield with the long rebound. Oh, wow. Going for the dunk and missing it. Back the other way. Shot up, no good. And there's a whistle. I believe a foul. No, is it a foul? No, just out of bounds to Glenville. Drive inside, that'll be a foul on the layup attempt on Weaver. 35 seconds left. Canfield will send Glenville to the free throw line. Nelson at the line for Glenville. That's Weaver's fourth personal foul. Nelson's first free throw, no good. Second free throw up and no good. Offensive rebound, putback won't go, and then Canfield. No, it does go. I'm sorry, Tomlinson puts it in. 64-51. 22 seconds to go. Glenville calls off their defense, and this should be your final score. Can you say a trip to Canton? I can. Canfield right there. They make up for their district championship loss a year ago, and they will taste gold here this year. The 5 seed Cardinals heading to the regional semifinals. On Thursday, they will play Warrensville Heights at 8 o'clock at the Canton Memorial Fieldhouse.